and welcome back to Matt's World. First of all, thank you so much for all the support and comments and DMs. I love hearing from you and making these digital connections. So let's continue to be besties and hype each other up, okay? So last week I said that I would do a whole video on manifestation for skeptics like me. If you listen to OK Sis, then you know that Scout typically provides the spiritual content and is very, very woo-woo. I personally don't identify as a very spiritual person because to me it feels like this more abstract belief system rather than a tangible structure in which to live your life. And I want to be clear, if you are spiritual, that's incredible. Sometimes I have FOMO that I'm not as in tune or steadfast in my beliefs and relationship with the world. And I admire how comfortable you are with co-creating your reality with the universe. And that was one hella spiritual phrase. So please do not take this as any offense. I'm more so speaking from my experience and what has worked for me when dipping my toes into this world as a skeptic. That being said, I've always been interested in self-evaluation, self-reflection, improving yourself over time, which is why I found great success with methods like therapy, journaling, meditation, etc. And I've realized that people who identify as very spiritual have the same goal. We're all looking for self-actualization, awareness, empathy. There's just a different set of tools and vocabulary in which we speak about these things, right? I also struggle with this visual, which is a very antiquated visual of spiritual people being, calm and reserved and mellow and soft-spoken. And if we've learned anything about me, it's that I am anything but those things. And I know that there are so many amazing people in the spirituality space that are inserting more personality and more dynamicism, energy, comedic, and this more light approach to it. I'm looking at Sahara Rose, Jenny Chang, and that really makes me feel more excited to learn more about the space because I can see myself in it. Scout kept dropping hints that I should listen to Lacy Phillips's podcast or look into her courses on manifestation. And usually when Scout gives me a spiritual recommendation, I typically ignore it. Something in me was curious to check out her website and assess the vibe. And I also was at a place in my life where OK Sis was growing rapidly. We were building CAMBER and I felt the execution piece of getting to my dreams. Like the action was there, but the mental, psychological, energetic part of entrepreneurship still needed to be worked on internally. And all of that is tied to self-worth, deservingness, squashing that imposter syndrome. I didn't want to get in my own way, especially when I was grinding and working so hard at actualizing these dreams. So why not look into something that develops mental clarity and encourages you to operate from a place of high self-worth? And I wanted to become magnetic to all of these business opportunities and the right people that I would meet. I wanted to make myself available to bring in all of that. I instantly fell in love with Lacy Phillips because honestly, she looks like she is straight out of a Jenny Kane campaign. And you'll soon realize that the Jenny Kane lifestyle is a constant manifestation for me. Another reason I fell in love with her is because she really emphasizes science behind her methodology, which I guess just, makes me feel safe. She always says, instead of the typical manifestation model that you're probably familiar with, think positive, write down all your goals and they will appear, blah, blah, blah. She leans on neuroplasticity and our brain's ability to shape and mold itself, therefore altering neural pathways to reinforce a more positive and worthy narrative in our subconscious minds. And that's how manifestations come through. Okay, what that means really is looking back on childhood, which is basically when our subconscious brain is formed, to recognize when you were told or shown that you are not worthy of the exact thing that you're trying to manifest. In her language, she calls these blocks. So for instance, I've been trying to manifest growth for OK Sis, monetary gains, and expanding our community. I came to the realization that in childhood, I was taught through society and family that making an income from a passion is not necessarily possible. That's why I stopped pursuing musical theater in high school. I also deal with intense imposter syndrome, which you probably have experienced as well, which I've picked up through media, adolescence, people telling us that women are not business owners and that we should act small. And by recognizing those fears, which Lacy calls shadows, by integrating and accepting them and facing them, you'll notice that their power over you decreases over time, which is exactly what I was doing in therapy, right? I went to therapy for one specific trauma that was happening in my current life, and my therapist would always ask, okay, what happened in childhood? Let's go back to moments in childhood, because that's where our subconscious holds on to a lot of these triggers and memories. And by examining our childhood, we can better understand our reactions to our current life. So through the time of me doing this manifestation work, Scout and I have launched a mentorship program that brought in substantial revenue, had a virtual event with Natalie Mariduena of the Vlog Squad and Brittany Xavier, and we just signed with the podcast network. During that time that all this growth and opportunity was flooding in, we were also faced with a lot of what Lacey calls tests that the universe gave my sister and I. For example, feeling burnt out, we were in a crazy creative rut, a lot of rejection, etc. We pushed through and somehow the energetics of everything were aligned and we got signed to a network, which was our goal from literally day one of OKSIS. And look, could this have happened without my manifestation work? Maybe, probably, who knows? I like to think that my grit was the only factor here, but as I mentioned previously, a lot of business and projects is mental, and that piece was not there for me. To me, this work is way more than manifesting one thing on your goal list and then piecing out. I've learned that this is a lifetime exercise of self-examination. This work has been about examining the dark parts and the worthy parts of myself, confronting them face on, and then using them to show up as the authentic Mads that I am meant to be. And then yeah, there's this ancillary benefit of me achieving all my goals because I've unblocked a bunch of shit and am therefore more magnetic to more opportunity. From one skeptic to another, I have recommended this course to many of my friends, and not necessarily just for manifestation, but because I believe it's an amazing framework and guide to examining yourself, understanding how you react to triggers, revisiting your childhood and understanding what you can release. I would love to hear your experience with manifestation, shadow work, spirituality. Look, I'm open to listening and educating myself. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. I hope this was helpful and made sense. I'm always here for you. The DMs are always open. Just slide right in there. You can just slide right in. Well, this got really weird. All right. Good morning. Hello, bestie. Just wanted to check in, just say hello. I'm going to Soho House right now. My friend that I work with has membership there, so we're gonna work from there today, which is, you know, just a little change of scenery, a little bougie change of scenery. I can't film in there, sorry, but I will let you know how it is. Okay, we got back from Soho House and I am back in the bed. A lot of bed footage this week, but it was a delight. If you've ever been to Soho House in West Hollywood, delightful place, beautiful. There's a reason that it is as exclusive as it is. There was a celebrity sighting or two. I think I saw Matt James, and I definitely saw Ashley Graham. So, celebrating the little wins today. I've just been working the rest of the afternoon, and now I am going to go on Clubhouse. I've been such a little Clubhouse whore these days. Just, you know, a Clubhouse rat. Kind of like a club rat, but a Clubhouse rat. I just coined the best term. Wow. I am going on in a Clubhouse room all about podcasting, the future of podcasting, podcast trends with our new network, Podcast Nation. So it'll be fun to talk a little bit more about the business of podcasting and what are some trends that we've been seeing in this space. And then tonight, Benjun and I are going on a little date night. We had actually got this reservation for this restaurant called La Cha Cha Cha, La Cha Cha or La Cha Cha Cha. Ooh. Probably I'll put what it's actually called. We had to get this reservation months ago, so it just snuck up on us. We're like, oh, we're going out on a Wednesday. All right, so that will be delightful. Delightful is the word of the hour, I see. I'll film my fit because you want to see that, right? That's content that you would enjoy. See you for the fit check. I promised I would show you the fit. Le fit. So I've been thinking a lot about this topic, which I was reminded of how heavily I care about this topic because I saw it on TikTok. this girl, who I will put here, I think her name is Brianna, she explained that when the weather gets a little hotter, you know, we're wearing tighter clothes, we're wearing less clothes, and it just doesn't suit what she feels the most comfortable in, which when I listened to this, I was like, I fully acknowledge that sentiment. As you all know, I'm obsessed with sweatsuits and looking like a blob. The larger, the more oversized, the better. And I've never felt fully comfortable in really tight clothing. One, it just feels restrictive. I want to be able to eat a lot and I don't want to feel bloated at dinner. And I don't know, I fear the summer months and the hot girl summer because I don't feel as confident in less clothes or in tight clothes. So it was really empowering to hear her speak about this because a lot of women were posting about, okay, what are some solutions we can do? Maybe like flowier dresses or things that just help us, especially because I don't have a thigh gap. So I can't wear shorts usually. I hate wearing jean shorts. Jean shorts are either too short on me or they're too large on my waist. And I end up having to wear like biker shorts to make sure I don't chafe here. If you feel this way, just know that I'm with you. And right now it's a little hotter outside in LA, so I'm wearing this top and I'm really testing the body confidence today. I just feel like this is so sophisticated and like just so cute that I don't want my fear of feeling like I'm enclosed or that you know, this is showing or like this is showing to discourage me from wearing what I think is cute. So I hope that was encouraging and empowering because you're beautiful, you look hot, and no matter what you wear. And if you have places that you shop for summer clothing, for people that don't like to wear tight or less clothing, please let me know because I am dreading the day where I cannot wear sweatsuits because it's too schwitzy outside, because that's where I feel most comfortable. I love being cozy, I love being like cuddly, I love being covered. Anyway, so this is the fit. I don't know if I'll film at dinner because that's embarrassing. Cheers! Wine Wednesday, I guess. We made it to Friday Eve. Oh yes, I'm wearing tie-dye. 2020 called, they want their tie-dye back. It's Thursday and I've been working all day so I haven't filmed a lot, but I'm about to go on a clubhouse, another clubhouse. This one is for CAMBER. We're going to be talking to Diana Cohen, who is the founder of Crown Affair. Very serendipitous that I got this in the mail today. Crown Affair, if you don't know, is this luxury hair company. And we've had Diana on OK Sis, such a gem and a mentor to both Scout and me. This is the hair oil that started it all. And I'm so excited to try her hair towel. This is cute. Yep, love it, love it. I should be using something like this, especially with curly hair. Also, got these new sunnies from Urban Outfitters. I mean, I am officially a Gen Z TikToker. Guys, my boyfriend just said that I look like Edna Mode. Great. Love that for me. And with that, we will conclude the third installment of Mad's World. I hope you guys are having so much fun as I am. These videos have been such a delight, inside joke for those Mad's World viewers. I feel like this is such a great creative outlet for me. The comment challenge this week is to let me know your thoughts or feelings on manifestation and shadow work, a la the first part of this video. Have a great weekend and a great week ahead. I love you and keep going.